What is going on, guys? Today I wanted to teach you a few tips and tricks for H1Z1 King of the Kill. Stick around till the end of the video and I will show you what is, in my opinion, the best place in the entire H1Z1 map. But kicking it off with the first tip, I'm showing a clip here of me jumping into a guy's cop car while it is parked outside of a house that he is looting. And I do this a lot to people to really it's just a mind game, honestly. But I click hotwire and then his vehicle starts starting up on its own. And you see that he takes the bait straight away. I watch for him to come around, and sure enough, he comes to his cop car thinking that I'm hotwiring it, when in reality, I'm waiting to kill him. Second tip, learn to drift your car and use it as a head glitch. Now, what I mean by learning to drift and use it as a head glitch is spin your car around and land it in front of the dude, putting the vehicle between you and the person that you are taking on, and utilize it as a head glitch to kill them. Next up, I can't stress this enough, to pick up a 44 Magnum. In this clip, you can see that me and Weston are just in the middle of a field, and we see a cop car coming, and as you see, I headshot that dude inside the vehicle from way long distance. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's no bullet drop whatsoever with the 44 Magnum. My next tip is to utilize gunfights, and what I mean by that is take gunfights that you know, take them each one at a time. Do not take on multiple people at a time. Take on each person individually. Here I take on one dude, and after I know that he is dead, I know there's a guy shooting behind me, but first I have to kill the guy in front of me. Turn around, two-tap the dude behind me. Now I know there's a third dude on the other side that I still have to deal with. That's a long shot for me. I'm not usually one to take on shots from that long, but I do pick up the kill on the guy, and he gets really angry because he doesn't understand how I killed him, but with all those people around me. But I had plenty of laminate armors on me, and I played my gunfights very well, and because of that, I beat the dude in the gunfights. I mean, it's all about just learning the game and taking on a lot of gunfights. What I like to do is just drop into the map and take on every single person that I see, whether that be a smart thing or not. I do not camp for the win in a game. That will not get you anywhere. That will not make you any better at the game. Just take on every single person that you see. I mean, you'll lose a lot of gunfights. You'll die a ton, but eventually you will get better at the game. I'm now getting a consistent 7 to 8 kills a game, and I'm doing much better than I ever have before. My next tip, I do not do it in this clip, but I'm just going to let the clip play out and I'm going to talk about it. Utilize procoagulants. Now, I do not do this on my own. I have a lot of friends that do it. I know Surge does it, and a lot of people, the pros, all do it. All the people, you see Stay Lifted making procoagulants all the time, but I don't ever really fool with it. I just use med kits. But procoagulants are a huge lifesaver. If you're bleeding and you just pop that 2 seconds of a procoag versus 5 seconds of a med kit, it makes a huge difference in getting away from gunfights. I mean, it really does help a lot.
Dude, you enemies my butt. Go kill yourself.
Dude, I went up to the freaking dam. There's like Kevlar's galore up there. Now, my next tip is to not use the sensitivities that you see someone else using. And what I mean by that is, you see these Twitch streamers and you can type in !sense and it tells you what sensitivity they use, but their sensitivity is not your sensitivity. You need to just, I mean, putting your sensitivity at what the pros and stuff use is perfectly fine, but don't just set it to that and play on that constantly if you do not feel that it is good for you. Play around with it, mess around with it. I saw that Stormin was using 7 sensitivity on everything, and that's what I started out playing on because I really like to watch Stormin, and I really just enjoy his game, and he's a really good player. But it didn't work for me. 7 didn't work that well for me, so I switched to 8, and then I switched to 9, and then I switched to 10. But now I'm back on 7. 7 feels really good for me. I have a huge mouse pad, so it's not that big of a deal to use a low sensitivity. I use 400 DPI, and it works well for me. Now, one more tip before I get to the last is to use hunting rifles. The 308 hunting rifle is an extremely powerful gun within H1Z1. Now, it is hard to get. You have to watch for airdrops and manage to get to those. You're going to have to fight a lot of people because everyone sees that from all over the map. As long as they have their render distance turned up slightly, they can see it from everywhere on the map, basically. And they spawn, the first crate that spawns, as soon as the safe zone appears, that crate will drop into the safe zone. Somewhere towards the middle of it is usually where it spawns. And the hunting rifle is an amazing gun if you can learn to use it. I'm not the best in the world with it. One of the best people I've ever seen with it is probably Ninja. Ninja is amazing with the sniper rifle. If Ninja gets the sniper, it's basically game over. He's really, really good with it. Storman's also really good with it. Summit's pretty good with it. I mean, there's a lot of people that really know how to use it well. You need to go for headshots because even if someone is wearing a helmet, it will kill them with one bullet through the helmet. It is an extremely powerful gun, and it works really well if you're able to get it and learn how to use it every single game. One more thing that I find really good to do is play with teammates, play with your friends, play in duos, play in fives, because the people that play in duos and fives are just like you. They're new to the game. Most people do not join the game straight away, start playing it, and go into a solo match. Most people go into duos or fives. You can even go into duos and fives by yourself and kill people, kill teams of 5 and teams of 2, which I really enjoy doing. It is really... If you're a decent player and you go into duos by yourself, you can get a lot of kills. Plus, if you go into duos with your friends, it's a lot of fun. You know, you get funny moments and you just have a good time playing together. And that's all that video games are really about, is bonding with your friends and having a good time. Now, a lot of streamers have this in their chat to where you can press !crosshair and you can see how they get their crosshair like this, but I figured I would talk about it because still a lot of people don't know how exactly that it works. So you'll see a lot of streamers have a circular crosshair that basically looks like just a giant circle with a dot in the middle. What you want to do is open up your Steam, click Games, and click View Games Library. Right-click on King of the Kill, click Properties, go to Local Files, browse Local Files, scroll down to your User Options, click that, and add Reticle Classic Mode equals 1 to your UI settings. You can basically just paste it in there, and I think it'll fix it on its own anyway. But when you go into first person only with the shotgun, it will have that circular crosshair with the dot in the middle, which is really useful with the shotgun when you're in first person. Last tip, and this is not really a tip, this is just to help out people who do not realize this is here, because there's not a lot of people that realize this is on the map. You really have to explore the map to find places that work well, but I've never seen anyone talk about this place. Maybe it's just because people want to keep it hidden, or people just want to not let people know that it's there, because it's a really good place to go to. If you spawn in the north or northeast section of the map, towards the northeast section of the map, and you manage to go down and get a car, get the car and just head northeast as fast as possible. Just use the sprint button, use the boost, waste every bit of your gas, get there as fast as possible, because trust me, as you'll see in this game, I will find about 7 vehicles. I'll find like 2 trucks, a cop car, 2 Jeeps, and you'll have plenty of gas by the time you get up there. But the dam that is in the northeast section of the map is the best place, hands down, to go in King of the Kill. There is so many body armors, helmets, medkits. When you leave there, you should at least have 2 body armors and at least 10 medkits and as much ammo as you can possibly carry. It's ridiculous. I left with 7 tanks of gas, I think, 2 body armors, and 300 ammo for the AR. Not to mention all the medkits I found and all the helmets that I could shred and make body armor out of that, makeshift armor out of that. And when I got into a gunfight after I left there, I was popping body armor after body armor onto myself, and this dude's like, "How are you not dead?" And I said, "I had 3 laminated armors," and he's like, "You're full of shit, kid, kill yourself." And I was like, "No, I went to the dam," and he just left the game. He never said anything. But people don't realize how good the dam is. You'll see these people, you'll find people and kill them, and they'll have like 5 body armors on them, and people always, streamers I've seen, question it and wonder how they ended up with that many body armors. I know Storman found a guy that had 6 body armors on him, and he's like, "How did he find that many?" But at the dam, if you get up there quick enough and you have enough time to get back to the safe zone, you can find a ridiculous amount of body armors. Almost every single building at the dam has a body armor in it, and there's warehouses with body armor. I know if you had at least 10 minutes to stay at the dam, I'm confident you could leave with 15 body armors. That's how many body armors are up there. If you had that much time and could get back without dying to the gas, you could find so many body armors, and you'll see in a second that I find so many of them. But that's just some of my tips and tricks. I'm not going to try to teach you how to aim or anything because I'm still trying to teach myself how to aim. I'm not that good at the game. I'm a platinum division and I have like 6 wins, with the most being a 10 kill game. So I'm not the best in the world by any means, but I did want to share my little pieces of knowledge with you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.